Your desire to please people, it's not out of love because you want something from them. You are self-absorbed. You are a narcissist. The number one sign that someone's a narcissist is if there's a kind of a deadness in their eyes. They're looking at you, they're listening to you, but you can see they're not really connecting. You can recognize that it's not lighting up. There's not a feeling of warmth, of interest in their eyes. There's this kind of smile that is slightly demonic. I try to tell people that you don't know who you are. So you have to begin from this position of ignorance where you don't really know who you are. And if you begin from that position, then you can stop lying to yourself. But the thing to understand why you don't know who you are is you have all of these emotions that you feel, and we are an animal that's driven mostly by emotion. We think we're all intellectual, that we all think, and it's all our frontal cortex, our executive powers, but that's not it. We're driven by emotions that are much more powerful than our thinking. And you'll feel an emotion that comes from the body. It comes from hormones, it comes from electrical impulses, chemicals in your body that create a sensation that your mind then translates into an emotion: anger, love, jealousy, envy, depression, right? But you're not aware of where it actually originated from. You're attaching a word to it. You're attaching what you think it is, but you don't know where it came from, why you're feeling that way, why your body is responding that way. So you essentially don't understand your own emotions. Oftentimes, you get angry at something and you think it's that person who triggered it, but it's something else. It's another person days earlier who set the seeds for it. It's your parents who created this pattern. You don't know who you are. You are a mystery to yourself. And because you don't know who you are, your opinion of who you are is basically based on illusions, right? You're not aware. So for instance, in the Laws of Human Nature, I have 18 chapters that are basically about a flaw in every human being: negative qualities, irrationality, narcissism, short-sightedness, envy, dark energy, grandiosity, aggression, you name it, right? You never admit that you have these qualities. It's always the other person. You don't say, gosh, I am a narcissist. I'm really self-absorbed. People very rarely ever do that. So you lie to yourself about, he or she's a narcissist. I care about other people. I'm very giving. I'm always interested in what they want. You're lying to yourself. Your first thought is about yourself and your own interests. And often your desire to please people and do what they want is to give yourself power. It's not out of love. It's not out of the desire to help other people. It's because you want something from them. You are self-absorbed. You are a narcissist. We are all self-absorbed. I am more than anyone. I can admit it. By admitting it, by saying, I can be very self-absorbed, you can now control it to some degree. You can understand that maybe it's not a good quality. Maybe if I understand that's happening, I can change the dynamic. I can become more empathetic. If you understand that you have an aggressive personality, well, then maybe you can start channeling it in ways that are more productive. But people go around in denial. They deny that they don't have any of these emotions. So that's one level of lying. I could go through 100 other levels of lying to yourself, but that's sort of where it starts from. The number one sign that someone's a narcissist is if they say, oh, no, I'm not a narcissist, which means they're separate, they're different from everybody else, which is a very narcissistic trait. The idea that you're always better than other people, you're superior, is a sure sign of narcissism. So by saying, oh, no, I'm not a narcissist, you're definitely unconsciously revealing the fact that you are a raging narcissist. I've known many narcissists in my life. We all do, so I'm not special that way. And I noticed over the years that there is a kind of a facial quality to narcissists. It's hard to verbalize because it's more for me a feeling, but their eyes are a kind of a giveaway. So narcissists often give the impression that they're interested in you, they like you, they're listening to you, which you think is kind of a contradiction. It doesn't sound like a narcissist. But it's not the kind of attention where they're really interested in you. They're trying to get something from you. They're trying to get you to like them so that they can now use you, right? So the way I say it is there's a kind of a deadness in their eyes. They're looking at you, they're listening to you, but you can see they're not really connecting. The wheels are spinning inside their brain about what they can do with the information you're giving them. You can recognize that it's not lighting up. There's not a feeling of warmth or interest in their eyes, right? There's also a kind of, I'm thinking of the people that I've known in my life and certain facial qualities, and there's this kind of smile that is slightly demonic, where I can't really describe it, which is why I say some of it's hard to verbalize. But it doesn't feel like it's directed towards other people. So oftentimes when you smile and you laugh, it's a social thing, right? You're responding to other people. You can't really control it. Somebody tells a joke or you hear something and you're laughing, and there's kind of a communion going on between you. But the narcissist, there's something, they're just stuck inside themselves. There's kind of a demonic quality to when they laugh and to when they smile. I know I'm not being brilliant at describing it. If I see it, I know it right away. When I wrote the chapter on narcissism, I was going, Jesus, I always thought that I wasn't like that, but I recognize those traits. Now, I control it. I was certainly more of a narcissist when I was younger, in my 20s. I think I had, I've always, I don't know, personally, I don't like talking too much about myself, but I've always been kind of a mix of things. So I'm very interested in other people, and I'm very interested in what they're feeling, and it's kind of unfortunately raised that way. But at the same time, I want attention, and I want more love, I want more attention from people. And so I have a self-absorbed quality. And it's only by recognizing it that I can make something out of it that's not so, to me, self-destructive and handle it in a more rational manner. But definitely, that's the whole point of the laws of human nature and of what I say in podcasts. I don't want to set myself up as this superior person judging you and telling you, look, American people of the world, this is human nature and I'm God and I'm telling you how to. I have all of these traits as well, all of these qualities. That's why I understand them. But we all are flawed individuals. And you can't make yourself a better person. If you want to become a better person, which is what all the self-help books are, all the podcasting is about, you're not going to become a better person until you admit that you have flaws, that you can now look at them and then work on them. Too much awareness of your bad qualities can paralyze you, right? So, sometimes it's good to believe that you deserve good things in life, that you have skills, that you have promise, that there's hope for the future. It might be built on nothing. It might be totally unrealistic, but it's important to have those beliefs because they can give you energy, they can give you purpose, and they can give you meaning. If we understood everything about ourselves as an animal and our basic drives, we'd probably all kill ourselves, to be honest. So yeah, it's good to lie to some degree and to feel that you're worth something and that you have goals and that you can reach them. A lot of people, when they lose that, it's very sad and they're too realistic. They go the opposite direction. So we either overvalue ourselves. God, I'm so good. I'm so brilliant. People love me. We overvalue ourselves, or we undervalue ourselves. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm not worth anything. I don't even deserve to be alive. That's equally wrong as well. It's not the truth. But so if you become too realistic, it can bring you down, and you won't you won't have the energy to accomplish anything. So you have to have some degree of self-love, which is the origin of narcissism. I say there's the healthy narcissist. The healthy narcissist does love themselves, is self-absorbed, but they're able to channel that love into art, into creating things, into a podcast, into a relationship. That's a healthy narcissist. A lot of really great artists, famous writers, painters, musicians, filmmakers are definitely narcissists. And you have to be to some extent, because you have to be inside your own head, inside your own images, your own dreams, your own visions, and you believe in them strong enough. You know, the world is a tough, mean place. People want to bring you down constantly. It's not easy to create a film or a book or anything like that, because people are so damn critical, right? They want to bring you down. And so you have to have a lot of self-belief in this world to get ahead. You have to really be able to shut out all the crap people throw at you. You know, my wife right now, she's a filmmaker. She's directing a film in Europe. She's dealing with all that stuff. And it's just so 48 laws of power, and I really feel terrible about it. But particularly in the film industry, which I know pretty well, people are awful. To create your vision of a film, you have to be very tough. You have to be narcissistic. A lot of business leaders are narcissistic, because to get to the top, you have to have that level of self-belief, and you have to have charisma. You have to be kind of an Elon Musk, right, or like this guy, Dov Charney, who's the CEO of American Apparel. So a lot of high-functioning, high-level people are narcissists. Some of them can control it, and they channel it into something productive, like a good business, like a work of art. Others are brought down by it because it's like a demon inside themselves, and it takes them over, and they can't control it in any way. You can never know completely another person, right? You're trapped in your own body, you're trapped in your own mind. So you don't know the thoughts of the other person. You're often not aware of what they really think about you, right? So to think that you know someone is very dangerous, because it's based on your own projections, on your own preconceptions, based on your own childhood, your parents, etc. So it's very dangerous to think that you know someone, that you have pigeonholed them, because people are complex. They're changing. They're never the same. You think someone is outgoing, but then they have introspective traits. You think somebody is mean, but that they also can be very kind at the same time. People are complicated. You can't fit them into these categories. Everybody's an individual. Everybody's different. They have their own backgrounds, they came from different social classes, different ethnicities. It's arrogant to think that you ever know anybody. So you have to begin from this position, almost like Socrates, of complete ignorance. I don't really know them. And then you kind of can start to maybe understand to a better degree who they are. Now, I can't understand, or I can't be inside like my wife's skin. I don't know what she's thinking, but I can know what she's feeling. And it's a different thing, because we're intuitive. We can pick up the moods of other people, but we don't usually, it's a skill that you develop, but you sense that someone is upset or someone's excited, and there's cues, and you can feel it in their body language. And so you know in that moment when you said something, it upset them, and then you can analyze what happened. So I said something, and I picked up upset body language. What is it that I said? Did I trigger an insecurity? Did I make her feel like she did something wrong? What is it? Then, from that knowledge, you can begin to maybe understand her insecurities, her weaknesses, what her world is like. But the most important thing I like to say on that score is, when you go to see a movie, you're interested in the character because you don't know them, they're a stranger, and slowly things are revealed about who they are, and it's exciting. You know, they're evil, they're good, they're a mix of these things. That's what makes you want to watch the movies, the characters involved, right? But we have a hard time translating that into real life. And I want people to think of the people they interact with as characters in a movie. They are strange, they are weird, they have their own fantasies, their own dreams, their own childhood traumas, their own childhood joys, right? And just as you get inside the character in a film, you want to get inside the skin of other people and understand what makes them tick and what their world is like. And it's infinitely interesting, because people, as I said, are weird. They're strangers. They're like alien creatures, and it should be exciting to try and understand more and more about them. But never ever have the belief that you're going to know people completely. They're always going to surprise you. They're always going to elude you. There's an element of mystery you can never get behind.